The Irish team, two players in their mid-30s, Peter Clohessy and Mick Galway, captain in the second row. And big Paul O'Connell today winning his first cap. Second row player who Philip has been in great form for Munster this year. Humphreys kicking downwind. Nathan Budgett called it.
Stay there, stay there.
Robert Howley, Stephen Jones. Scott Quinnell didn't take him long to get his hands on the ball, but there's that very tight marking on Quinnell. Jones. To touch. Frankie Sheehan. That's not straight. There's big Paul O'Connell, number 5, the new cap. The target of that first line out, unfortunately for him. It was not straight. Always nice though to get your hands on the ball early on. Simon Easterby in down the line out. Offloads it to the front row who set up this drive. And it's a good drive too. On comes the power from the Irish pack. They split the Welsh forwards. Now it's stationary, they'll have to use it quickly. Humphreys, oh brilliant to Wallace. David Wallace has men outside. And Ireland are going to score. It's Jordan Murphy. The winger finishes off the wonderful hard work by the forwards and the breakout by open side flanker David Wallace.
Been an outstanding servant for Ireland, but scrummaging sometimes vulnerable.
Quick ball from Paul O'Connell. Humphreys, advantage being played, knock on by Wales. Ireland pouring forward again. Stringer inside to Anthony Foley.
He's going to weaken them considerably.
Budgett comes into the line out, but it's stolen away from him. Frankie Sheehan slides into touch. Quinnell makes ground. Clohessy claws Howley, but on go Wales. This is the platform they were looking for. Stephen Jones inside to McBride. McBride has lost it. Advantage Ireland. Mick Galway.
And Paul O'Connell only just got back to his feet. Was pretty much on the ground for most of that play, and heard the crowd reacting to some suspicion of possibly foul play. Referee hasn't picked up anything, and he seems to have taken his place in the line. It's all right. Now more than ever, they really need to put it together.
Paul O'Connell, the quick tap down, just to change the focus of this maul drive coming on now. Ireland pile in. Wales have done well to hold it out for the moment, but Ireland are over the line. Try for Ireland. Simon Easterby is awarded the try and receives all the pats from his colleagues. It's not Easterby, it's the new cap. It's Paul O'Connell. What a debut for the second row.
Well, that was a wonderful take. You just see him palm that one down. It's taken on by the Irish pack. Clohessy to the fore. Anthony Foley there, he gets the ball about 2 yards out and is held by Anthony Foley. Wonderful try and a wonderful debut for the 22-year-old.
They changed the focus of the drive twice, and the referee well positioned there, and the touch judge. Frankie Sheehan. O'Connell the target. On comes the drive. Wales managed to survive that drive. Now here comes O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll is through. O'Driscoll couldn't quite offload. Big Paul O'Connell in his first test has scored a try. A dream start.
And it's no surprise to see him, as he said earlier at the start of the game. He was going to get capped. His feeling was he was going to get capped this year no matter what, but he's made a tremendous start.
He's in for Malcolm O'Kelly. There's big Gary Longwell on the bench as well. It seems that Ireland are blessed at the moment with fine second rows for them.
Yes, it's not always been the situation, and like this, sometimes nothing comes along and all of a sudden 2 or 3 come along at the same time.
And there's Donncha O'Callaghan down in Munster as well. But of course, they can't do without Mick Galway. Ireland have tried to do without their own totem. Now O'Connell's going off. I think this is for blood treatment. Yestin Harris. No, it's not Yestin Harris. There's big Paul O'Connell. Well, we said he'd made a dream start. This is a bit of a nightmare end to his first international. He's coming round the field. It looks like a head wound. but it means that it looks like the end of the game for Paul O'Connell. He didn't start the game with that bandage. He's coming off the field. Gary Longwell will stay on. Wales have injury problems of their own. And it has to be said that however well Paul O'Connell played, they don't seem to be missing him because Ireland remain in control of this game. Down to Graham Thomas on the touchline.
Yeah.
Well, Paul O'Connell has had treatment to his head injury. It looks as if he's not going to be able to get back on now. The Irish management team were very hopeful they could patch him up and get him back on. It looks now as if he's not going to be able to get back on the field, so that, I'm afraid, is the end of his debut.
And Nathan Budgett. O'Gara for Jordan Murphy. This would be Murphy's hat-trick, but David James is back there. Referee checks his watch. Kevin Morgan takes it to himself. This will land for Kevin Morgan. It was Wallace covering back. Stephen Jones. This is Barry Williams, the hooker. Good pace from Williams. Williams can't find a player in support. But that is it. The referee's whistle goes. Lansdowne Road roars its approval for what has been one of the great days of rugby for Irish supporters and players in the Six Nations. They have beaten Wales amazingly by 54 points to 10.